America. Welcome. It is Saturday time for another episode of the Saturday Talk with myself, Jay Sims, the Lion, and none other than the Doc. We welcome you in international, national, local, municipality, state, governments. We don't care wherever you are. You in the hood, you in the street, you in the city, you in the suburbs, you in the community. Wherever you are, come join us. We are here. We are live. It is the Book of Man. Jay Sims and Lion. Doc, how you doing this Saturday morning?
Man, I'm loving life, man. This is the best. You know, families well, kids well. You know, I'm on with you this Saturday morning talking about the stuff that's important to all the fellas out there. Help making our lives better. Trying to do a service to the community.
We're doing our part. And that's every man got to take a stand and do his part from time to time. Today is May 14th. It is the birthday of one of my cousins who passed away last year. They're doing his memorial down in Savannah this weekend, and I couldn't be there. And I just want to take a few moments to send a little love and respect out to my cousin, Antoine Larder. Brother, we always miss you. You far more than a cousin to me. You're more like brothers, and I love you. And I wish you a heavenly happy birthday. And I'm just going to tell real quick the story of him that I remember the most that I told at his funeral.
Yeah, let me hear.
It was two great lessons in life my cousin Antoine taught me. My cousin Antoine, one of those people that if he believed something, that's just what he believed. It wasn't going to be a whole lot of convincing or twisting or turning. And we would get into these debates and these arguments. And he taught me the lesson a lesson that everyone needs to learn. And sometimes you got to agree to disagree. You know, that's just what it is. You're going to have to agree to disagree. Love him. So that's one of the great lessons. And the other lesson he taught me when I was a boy. I didn't understand it till I was a man, but he taught me when I was a boy. One summer, we got sent to one of those little camps, you know, one of those places that parents send you so they can get a few days without your little stuff being a knucklehead and bothering them. And we got to playing a game of pick 'em up, bust 'em up. Anybody from the port know exactly what that is.
Pick 'em up, bust 'em up.
Pick 'em up, bust 'em up. We got to play in a game of pick 'em up, bust 'em up. And it was me and my cousin Antoine and my brother and a bunch of other kids that were at this camp. And I guess some of those kids decided they didn't like my cousin too much. And the ball went up, he caught it, and they took him down real hard. And, you know, I was like, wow, that was kind of hard for the game or whatever. So then another few minutes later, ball goes up, cuz catch it. They take him down real hard again. And now this time, me and my brother looking like, oh, y'all being extra. It's time. This might have to go down out here. And then my cousin looks at me and looks at my brother, and he just like, nah, I got it. He looked us off. Like, no problem, cuz, don't worry about it. So the next time the ball went up, cuz caught the ball, and he proceeded to do one of the greatest athletic feats I've ever seen. He went up and down that field on those boys 3 times. And anybody ever play pick 'em up, bust 'em up? No, that's very hard to do.
That's right.
Because it's everybody out there against you. Me and my brother were just standing there watching this marvel happen. And he goes up and down the field on these guys 3 times, juke moves, stiff arms, running people over, spin moves. He pulled everything he had in his bag out. And when it's done, he looks at the main guy that kind of looked like he was really had an issue with my cousin. He looks at him, drops the ball, and just walks off the court, walks off the field. Yeah. And it's one of the most impressive things I've ever seen. It was like he said to the entire group, it's nothing y'all can do.
No.
Nothing you can do. I can do this to you all day if I want to. And I took that lesson. I said, that's what, when people always talk about don't talk about it, be about it. That's what they talking about. They was talking trash and they was laughing and they was having a good time. And cuz said, watch this. Hold my beer.
Got it.
This. You know what I'm saying? And he just dismantled them boys. And the way they looked so demoralized after he proved to them was nothing they could do. It's one of the most magical things I ever saw in person. I always love my cousin for that because there's some confidence that came from me for that. Like, if you are that good, just be that good.
That's right. That is right.
And I thank him for those lessons. And I send my love out to him. Of course, my aunt, his mom. No mother should ever have to bury a child, and so I know she goes through it. Every time these kind of events come around. And I love y'all, and I love you, cuz. Thank you.
Well, I didn't know him, but I would be remiss if I didn't say anything, even based on what you just said.
Yeah.
And it is my heartfelt prayer to you, his family, anybody that has known him, that God grant you peace and comfort through this difficult time. And I'll tell you that the pain and the memories don't fade. You just get a little bit stronger dealing with it.
Yeah.
And in the end, this part, before we move on, I'll say this. We all have a race to run in life. We always call it the rat race, or we're running the race. In every marathon, there's people at the finish line. And every time someone finishes, there's a overwhelming cheer. There may be cannons going off, confetti, and it's a huge celebration. And we celebrate when they win. When someone passes away, that means that they finished their race of life and God has called them home. So we celebrate because they ran the race with integrity and they made it to the end. Yep. So, cousin, we love you. We know God got you. Family, we love y'all too. I don't know you. I probably do. It don't matter. I still love you. Oh, I had to give myself a horn for that one. All right, man. Let's go. All right. Oh, housekeeping real quick. Thursdays at 7, we have the book study. Last Thursday, it was pretty good. We had some people come in. We had some good conversation afterwards. Jason the Lion working as always. Man, they got the butter out the duck, bro.
13 hours, brother. 13 hours. Look,
the butter out the duck.
They got everything. They got everything I had on the table that day right there. Some days I win, some days they win. This is how I go.
Yeah, man, and that's just how it is. And what I'm trying to do here, also, we have a YouTube channel. What I need for y'all to do, I need for all of y'all to go to our YouTube channel and just hit that subscribe button. That way you can go back and you can watch all of the live streams we have, the book studies. They're all organized in a playlist. And pretty soon, once things lighten up and life opens up a little bit, we'll be putting some exclusive content on the YouTube channel. So you might want to come and be a part of that. As a matter of fact, I just copied and I pasted the link in the description right below the link to join. So go ahead and hit that up. We good to go. All right. Now let's move. Let's do it. What we got?
Let's do it. It's Saturday, so we always got good topics to go with. What you got for us today, Doc? What we gonna talk about?
All right. So I think this was the other day. You sent me a video from TikTok. And I've seen this video before because the young lady who's talking in this video in the beginning, she says a lot of inflammatory things. And the people jump down her throat. And she's like about to cancel her account and don't understand why people saying what they're saying. Right. I'm not going to describe it too much. I'm going to go ahead and throw it up there. We'll watch it. Now, this whole video is 3 minutes long. So what I propose we do, let's just go through it and stop it. And, we'll say what we're going to say and we'll keep it rolling.
Right.
All right. How you feel about that?
We're going to roll. Let's roll. Sound good.
All right. Let's do it. All right. So here it is. And right here, let me see if I can blow this up a little bit here.
Have you ever seen so many men so interested in a domestic violence case before?
Huh?
No, you haven't. Have you ever seen so many memes made by men talking about, look at this cool shit Johnny did in court?
I've never seen not one of those.
This is bad. This is going to be bad for us.
What?
When men get excited about a domestic violence case, don't be excited. Excited?
Oh, hold on. I got to pause right there, man. I got to pause right there.
Who's excited? Who's excited?
You know what? Nobody. They say that. Nobody. As a matter of fact, what I've been seeing from this is that a lot of men, something is in the light that they experience. And it's like, this is happening. See, look, I'm not lying.
Yeah, it's definitely a situation where it's like, I think a lot of guys are like, finally in court and in public, something's coming out that, hey, sometimes when a man is like, yo, she's crazy, she's violent, she's doing a lot of outrageous stuff, I didn't touch her, she made this up, that we ain't just out here just crazy. We're not just out here just making up stuff. I don't think guys are excited. It's actually sad.
Very.
It's super sad that it took all of this. It took a person of Johnny Depp's stature, all the regular guys I've been through this. Nobody, we're sad. We're not excited. We're like, oh man.
They go because they relate.
Yeah.
You know, I was talking to a friend, one of the members of the group the other day. And remember when we had that show and we was talking about Kevin Samuels and I throwed out that word misandry?
Yes.
And that many people don't know what it means.
Right.
And I also said that we have a language for that. And many of the men don't know what misandry mean, but you know what we call it?
What's that?
Disrespectful behavior.
Yes.
We'll say they real disrespectful, but that's misandry.
Yep.
And that's what this was. This lady over here, man, oh man, the stuff she did to him and the stuff she's saying that he endured.
It's not even the stuff she did to him. It's the cavalier attitude in which she did it. Like, so what? I'm going to get away with it. There's nothing you can do because I'm a woman and you're a man and they're going to believe me. So suck it up and tell the truth if you want to. I'll lie and make you out to be a monster. What she did.
She actually told him that. That's the thing. She told him that.
Yeah.
It was real. That was ridiculous, man.
And what's tripping is that women are saying like, that's not all women. It's enough of them where this ain't, Johnny Depp is not the only person where this has happened to. And happens all the time. There's a lot of manipulative and emotional abuse that men go through.
And, you know, I want to hit on that for a minute because I don't think the general public takes the emotional side into consideration when it comes to men. They say, you know, she's smaller than you, you're bigger than her, you can take it. But this is a battle that you can't fight.
Right.
You know, you don't fight like that. It's like spiritual warfare. You know, on the spiritual level, stuff happens and you can't fight it. You can't solve. Oh, man, I had a whole message about this. You can't solve spiritual problems with physical solutions.
Right.
They're not the same thing. It won't work. And that's what's happening. People don't recognize it. The disrespectful behavior. I'm going to call it that because we know what that means. All right, let's roll on.
I always am very wary, no matter what is happening in the world, no matter what the fucking angle is, there's a way to spin it against women. And especially something like this, oh my God, it's going to be so bad.
Huh?
Oh, pause again. Hey, Jay, now, if you want me to stop on something, just tell me to stop it.
Okay, I'm laughing at him, but my man got me with the facial expressions because he's making the facial expressions of exactly how I feel.
Yeah, but what I'm hearing is no matter what happens, they spin it against the woman.
Which is but
a lot of times she actually doing stuff.
She did it. Like, we're not talking about how are you spinning this against a woman who actually did it? She actually did it. Like, she did it. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not a spin. She admitted to doing it.
And
so are you saying we spinning this against all women? I don't think anyone's saying all women are batshit crazy like Amber Heard.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're simply saying, people are simply saying, hey, I'm glad y'all see it is some batshit crazy women out here. So maybe when things are said, it should be an investigation. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Can we get an investigation before we demonize every man?
Exactly. I agree, man.
Okay.
I agree.
That's what I feel like is being said by most men. Maybe I'm wrong.
I mean, I think that it reminds me of this. And I asked my wife this one time, because she would say stuff like, I don't want to be the angry black woman. Or she would, somebody else would be tripping and really acting out. Mm-hmm. And she would say, yeah, but people will see them as only the angry black woman, so you can't say this or that. And I asked her a question. I was like, well, are there any angry black women? Now, I'm not talking about black women specifically, but so let me take that out. Are there any angry women? Are there any vengeful, spiteful women? Because according to society, it's not. So she answered, yeah, they are. So what we have to do, or what's fair, is not to automatically assume that someone is not doing the thing that they are actually doing.
Right. They are doing it.
All right, let's roll on.
Like, there's so many memes about this, and it's because it will set a precedent, and it will shift the paradigm a little bit. So first and foremost,
Ooh. Dang, I keep stopping this thing, man. People in power don't want to give up power.
Yeah.
And when I heard that,
hold on. Let me take you back, Doc. What paradigm do you think she's talking about shifting?
I was going to hit on that. To me,
yeah, please. Come on.
That abusive women are always innocent, and that women can be evil too, and they can be violent, and that men are being believed and things are being actually investigated.
I hear you. Yes, I think that's part of it, but I think it's simply the paradigm of, I don't think she wants to shift to men tell the truth. They really wanted to continue to be women tell the truth and men lie. And in this situation, we should always believe women. We should work from the platform of the woman is telling the truth. That's the paradigm she doesn't want to shift. Because right now we work from the platform of the woman is telling the truth, the man is guilty until proven is innocent.
Yeah.
When it should be everybody is innocent until proven guilty. So says the law.
Exactly. But man, listen, there's a story that I heard of this week. And it's another lady that did this to a man. Her husband, she was trying to divorce. And let me tell you what she did now. And he had to prove himself innocent. She took his phone, right? The old phone. Mm-hmm. And put child pornography on it. I mean, they loaded it up. Her and the sister loaded it up. And then turned it into the police and said, that's what he's doing.
Wow.
So he doesn't need to have custody of these children.
Wow. How did they prove that they loaded the phone up?
Well, what the guy did, he said, that's an old phone. This is the phone I use. And then they did some research and found out, like, yeah, she did that. So now she's facing charges of possessing the child stuff and perjury and all this other stuff.
Wow.
But when I say, that's big, right? Oh, that ain't the last one. Remember back when that Elanya Van Zant episode, I think we did it on here. Maybe, I don't know.
Where the daughter, the mama had told us the daddy, told the daughter that daddy had been touching them their whole life.
Yeah.
And he never did it. That's crazy. And her reply was, oh, you should have fought harder. Yeah.
That's abusive.
That's abusive to the daughters and to the man. That's the definition of abuse.
Mm-hmm. And
the fact that did anybody call her out on that show? Did anybody say, that's abuse?
Yeah.
Did you? That's child abuse?
The host did.
She did. She did say that's child abuse.
She said it wasn't right. They went in.
Did she say it was child abuse?
I don't remember. We may have to pull that one up. That's child abuse,
to make a child think their father, not somebody in the street, not. We talking about your daddy. Make you think for years of growing up that your daddy did something to you that he never did. And that is foul, man. That's child abuse.
Oh yeah.
I,
Oh,
oh,
bro, I got another one for you. Recently, there's this boy. The boy now is like 20 years old.
mm-hmm,
The counselor at the school, when he was 14,
mm-hmm.
molested him.
Wow.
She had a baby. Didn't say nothing. And then when he turned 20 or 21, whatever age he was, she hit him with child support and they gave it to her.
Wow.
But nobody said anything about the statutory rape that happened. That's the kind of stuff these men going through. All I'm saying is that just don't listen to me. I want you to go out there to YouTube, wherever, and listen to some of these stories that these men tell. And you will see.
Yeah, but see, that's just the thing. Like she just said, they don't want to shift the paradigm. They don't want those stories told. They want it to stay just like it is, which is men are guilty. I can say what I want to them. I can do what I want to them. And I can use my discretion for whatever reason that I want. If I don't want him to see his kids, I can say he's a pedophile. If I don't want him to, if I want more money because I chose the statutory rape of 14-year-old, I can get it. I can go get it. If I
she got it.
Yeah, she know that. They know they can get it. First of all, you statutory rape the kid. You didn't give him a shot to be in the child's life. Then you want to go and get child support from the man before he even got his life started right. Put him in a financial bind for the rest of his life. For something
that he was taking advantage of.
Right.
He was taking advantage of.
Then thing when she came forward, she should have went to prison. And he should have been given custody of the child.
But your whole life over.
Yeah.
I'm saying, you have children, I have children. Once you have them, your life does not belong to you anymore.
Yep.
It doesn't, because you have to make sure that child is taken care of and comes up in the right way. And once they get grown, the job still don't stop.
Nope.
This kid won't even have a chance to build himself.
And he already stuck with at least another 11 more years, 12 more years of being tied to this woman financially.
But arrearage, that's what kill him.
Now they can't give him arrears for that.
From before,
if she never filed it, you can only get arrears from the time you file. If she never filed before.
But now, is each state different? I mean, I don't have any experience with none of this stuff.
From what I've learned, because I have a little experience, a couple times I've been through some things. You can only get arrears from the time filed. So if she didn't file till he was 21, she can't get it right from the time she filed until it was processed through. So let's say you filed in 2022 or whatever, but it takes 2 years for to actually start paying. They will have those 2 years of arrearage.
Okay.
But you can't get child support for a child
before you filed it, basically.
Right? Especially if he didn't know the child existed. Now there are special circumstances where you can say something like if the two of you were married and the man left and never had any paperwork showing he contributed anything to the rearing of the child, and you can prove the child lived at your address, you can get back child support like that. But if it was a situation where you weren't married and the man had no knowledge of the child, you can't get nothing.
Oh. And see, this also goes into when they say believe all women. I think that's what Amber Heard was banking on.
Right.
What I don't like about that is that it assumes that whatever they say is automatically the truth and right. Whereas to me, when I hear believe all women, that means we need to launch an investigation and find out.
Right.
Investigate it.
I think first off, the fact that believe all women is just weird because it totally eliminates the truth of what we know is her side, his side, and the truth.
That's right.
We know that in every situation. It's always three sides. My side, your side, and the truth. You and I can have on film a discussion, and then they can ask us about that discussion later, and you and I both have seen that discussion differently.
It's different.
And then they'll go back and look at it on film and say, oh, okay, that's what really happened.
Mm-hmm.
And we were both there, and neither one of us really trying to lie. We just had different perceptions of the way the conversation went. And that's why I say, to come out and just say believe all women is outrageous. It's funny that we say this because I just watched a video today on YouTube about this girl basically trying to accuse. I don't know if you ever heard of Fresh and Fit.
Yes, I have.
Okay, one of the guys from Fresh and Fit, I think it was Myron, for quasi sexually assaulting her.
Mm-hmm.
But then when it was broken down, what really happened was they went out. They went back to his place. He made a move on her. She said no. He sent her home. That's what really happened. But she made it seem like he tried to like rape her or something. When she kept saying, "I didn't really want to do it. I didn't really want to do it in my mind. I really didn't want to do it in my mind."
Yeah.
Well, how is he supposed to know you didn't really want to do it in your mind, especially when everything he's telling you to do or asking you to do in the real time you're doing?
Is that so? How is somebody supposed to know?
To the point of he told you your breath smell like alcohol. You need to go get some Listerine, and she went in the bathroom and got the Listerine. So if I kiss you and I tell you your breath smell bad, go get some Listerine, and you go get the Listerine, I think you want to kiss some more. If you didn't want to kiss me no more, why would you care about how I felt about your breath?
Exactly.
But nevertheless, but just the fact that she tried to skew that as sexual assault, when it was simply he made a move, you didn't like it. It's kind of weird.
Look,
I mean, that's that believe all women thing.
If you look at it, the definition of assault, sexual assault, has changed. You can be guilty of sexual assault because they say you coerced somebody into doing something.
Right.
I mean, it's like every little thing. So now they're upset that a lot of young men just checking out. They signing out of all of it. They're like, I don't have nothing to do with none of it.
I mean, at this point, man, it's kind of dangerous for a young man to a certain degree. What I mean when I say it is like, really it comes down to if she don't like you, she can hem you up.
Oh, yeah.
Because anything can be taken as sexual assault. You approaching her can be taken as offensive or creepy or whatever. So it's a difficult spot for young men to be in.
It is. And I mean, and what's sad, and I think the reason why I'm doing this, and I know you have a vested interest too, that we both have young sons.
Correct.
That have to come up and deal with this stuff. And they got to see how to navigate it. And nothing is safe.
It's really not.
What got me, the big thing with the MGTOW people, men going their own way. When I first saw them, and people were so upset with them because they said, I don't want to have nothing to do with y'all. I'm just going to do my thing over here. So why are you being shamed because you just don't want to play the game?
Well, I think that's one of those things where women kind of like, even though they want to tell you everything bad, tell men that we're everything bad, it's still like, well, we still want y'all to play with us. No. You
just got to play by my rules.
Right. No. If it's not going to be a fair game where we both get input on the rules, I don't want to play. And you got to look at it from a man's perspective, if it's just about, and women have said all men care about is sex. Well, if it's just about sex, I can pay somebody for that. Not only can I pay for somebody for that, but I know exactly what I'm getting into. It's a fair deal. You show up at this time, I give you this amount of money. We have this much time together. You leave. But you got your money. I got my experience. We even.
That's true. But there is this one thing that people never talk about in regards to that we have a hormone inside of us that makes us want that testosterone.
Yep.
But nobody ever talk about it at all.
Well, the things that make us men are not, are frowned upon in today's society.
Yeah.
But it's the same things that make us men that are so frowned upon in today's society are the same thing that make us desirable to women.
That's it.
So, you can't, you got to pick it. You got to, we are who we are. You got to take us with what we are.
Well, I heard, I was watching Dr. Tiosan Johnson this morning. Very interesting video. But one of the comments that he got, because, he went deep, like, about what's happening with a lot of men and boys.
Yeah.
But he said, we're playing a game. The commenter said, we're playing a game of chess. except we start in the middle of the game, and they can move their pieces when they get ready and move our pieces.
Yep.
So we'll never win.
Yep.
And unfortunately, I think that's where we at right now. I mean, over time it may dissipate, but at this point we can't win because it's a battle we can't fight.
Right.
Because we can't physically fight it. It's
Well, not physically. Physically fighting is one thing. We can't even say nothing. We can't even say nothing. It's one thing to not be able to physically fight. Cool. All right, can we have a discussion? No, we cannot. The only discussion is women are right. Believe all women.
Yep.
So that's what my issue is. I don't need to physically fight you. I believe I can sit down and make valid points about almost anything I want to discuss, a debate.
And that's true.
But you got to allow me the opportunity to speak.
Well, but even then, you can't rationalize with an irrational person. Where someone has that need to be right, they don't care. They're going to keep moving the goalposts. They're going to keep zooming in and out. Every single time, you'll never get it. And
that's fine. That's fine, especially when we get the opportunity to have those discussions on video, because we've seen via like your brother Kevin Samuels that when people get a chance to look at it and really listen and hear what people are saying, they realize how crazy they really are. And how off kilter and unreasonable some of these requests from women are.
Yeah,
but
it's bad.
Nevertheless, I want to hear what the young lady has to say in the video.
All right, I'm not gonna pause it this time. We're gonna let her talk. I'm not gonna pause it. I promise. Quit lying. I probably am.
Most you did not do your research at all, because let's look at this. Oh, what does that say? Amber Heard arrested in 2009 on a charge of hitting her girlfriend. Oh, and not even that. Someone else came forward and said that she did the same thing to them. She's had multiple occasions of being abusive. Bro, excited? Who's excited? You know what men are at this point? Tired, fed up, sick to their stomach. Because all you women sit and do to men is point the fucking finger and victim blame.
Story time.
Oh, all right. Man, look. This person, Amber Heard, has a documented track record of abuse that stems back, as of this recording, 13 years of being abusive. And she's at the point to where she could get away with it, because she has gotten away with it. You know what's odd when it comes to abuse? You know, the numbers say that men and women abuse at almost the same rate. And I would say that it's just abusive people. There's just trash people out there, not specifically men and women, because some men are definitely trash, some women are too. But they abuse at the same rate. Now, homosexual relationships with two women, abuse is high, but when it's two men, it's not that high. I mean, look at the numbers; it'll tell you. It would definitely tell you. So that's the difficult part about this. And for me, this state of being and state of doing things, that's what, you know, our boys have to deal with it. And I'm big on that, man. Just our boys, how they have to deal with this stuff, you know, coming up. And that's the rough part. It's hard for them. It's definitely hard for them.
It's fear. It's a lot of fear on both sides in this relationship game at this point. And it's kind of sad.
Yes.
It's kind of sad because the numbers still bear out that couples and marriages and relationships live a better quality of life than singles. But everybody, even though that's still borne out, that you do better financially, you know, all of that stuff. For men, we live longer, all that good stuff. The kids have a better life. All of that stuff still, no matter what's being said, all the numbers still lean largely towards that as being a more successful opportunity for people in life.
That's right.
But we still have this massive, massive fear around relationships. And it's kind of sad that we in that state of being when all the metrics say, hey, this is going to be a better result for you and your children, for both men and women, as far as having a healthy life. But then the first thing when you ask, you know, is, I don't want to get married until I have all this because a man might leave, whatever. Well, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to get all of that until you find a man or find a woman.
Yeah. And see, oh, I'm glad you said that. Because you know what? I used to think like that. Like, you know, I can't get married until I have, you know, I make more money. I didn't have a number in my head how much money I needed to make. I just know wanted to make more.
Right.
I can't get married until I do this or that. Now, what I found out after being married for, well, going on 19 years, be 19. Oh, Lord have mercy. We missed it. I'm laughing because my wife and I got married. Oh, it's coming up in May. And we had a wedding in June. So our 19th wedding anniversary is like this month. And then we did the thing in July.
The ceremony.
Yeah. So the thing is, what I discovered over these years is that you never can have enough money to do it, to be committed to somebody. You never have enough money. You never have enough time because it's always going to be more. You're always going to be stretching for more. So trying to hold out and wait for it, it's not going to happen. And sometimes, you know, you have to give the best parts of yourself so you can receive the best parts of someone else. Mm-hmm. And likewise, the other person has to give the best parts of themselves. If both people are giving, then both shall receive, but the focus should be on the other person giving. Mm-hmm. That's success.
I agree with. We often get into relationships, and that question most people ask is, "What's in it for me?" Mm-hmm. Instead of saying, "What can I give?" And don't get me wrong, I can understand how people feel when it's like, I've been in a relationship once or 2, 3 times and got my feelings hurt. And, you know, getting your feelings hurt is far more, you know, stuck in your mind and in your core than the success you've had, or even the possibility of success. Is those known feelings are far more concrete and real to you than that possibility of success. But I think we go into these relationships with the wrong attitude from the jump, and we destined to fail. It's like we going in, we diving in head first with failure as our main thought process.
Mm-hmm. You're right, man. That's it. All right, let's see what Buddy got to say.
Roommates, it was all girls. Outside of the apartment complex, though, we heard a loud commotion. We didn't know what was going on. So we go to look, and there was this lady with a hammer literally breaking into the car with her boyfriend actively in it. She's like beating it. Everybody ran to the window like, oh, snap. Oh, snap. Ooh, he must have got caught cheating. He must have got that. I'm sitting there petrified. I'm like, bro, we need to go help him. He's in danger. My mom was like, nah, that's a man. He can handle hair if he want to. She just trying to get some anger out. That's property. We don't care about property. I'm sitting there like, what are you talking about? There's a dude obviously in danger. That is the first time I realized people do not care when men are in danger, when men are hurt, because they are shown to stand there and be there by themselves and do the stuff by themselves, to be strong by yourself. This is like you a solo person. If you try to do stuff in a group, no, you're not a man. That is what they were teaching us when we was younger.
Did you know the men's suicide rate is...
So now...
Woo! And they about to go into one of my things that I always talk about, but before we even get there... So what you think about what he said?
He's right. In that situation, there's been multiple times where I've heard stories start off similar to what he did, where a woman is quote unquote going off, either being violent or on the verge of violence or taken into a violent activity, and the reply is, well, what did he do?
Yeah.
And my answer to that is always, he didn't put his hands on her. So whatever violence is coming at him, he didn't deserve.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
and that's the thing. You know, made me think about those social experiments that people do, where they may have they have 2 actors, a male and a female, and they're walking through a crowded public place. Mm-hmm. And at first they'll have the male just yelling at the female, you know, just using a loud voice. And what's been shown is that bystanders, a lot of men and women, they go and they confront the male just for using his voice.
Right.
But on the next turn, they have the lady go through and physically hit him. And everybody does just what this man describes.
Yeah. Nothing.
They just watch it. I see it at school. I see it in the schools. And I think this has skewed my perspective on a lot of things. Because I found myself doing it subconsciously. I have to remind myself this not right.
Yeah.
When I'm walking through the halls and a little boy will say something that a girl don't like, and she hit him multiple times.
Yep.
Now, and he kind of laughs about it and moves out the way. But there's a couple things wrong with that. The first thing wrong was me, because it's assault on another student, not
Right.
male. If it's another student, and what
Correct.
should have happened is I should have stopped it, and both of y'all, let's go to the office, and whatever punishment need to happen, because physical abuse is not right.
Right.
Number two, that just because somebody said something you don't like, that you can physically hit them.
Right.
And then number three, this is the most dangerous of all. These boys and young men have been trained that this is normal. We have no language for that type of misandry or disrespect. So I got hit. It's all right.
Yes, it's a non-issue. But that's cool. But if you're talking about this started for a child in middle school, and they're gonna go through middle school, high school, into their adult life thinking it's okay to hit. And the other side of that is, I've seen those same social experiment videos, and I've seen some where the woman is wailing on the guy, and all he does is reach up and grab her hand, and people come out everywhere. Hey. Even though they watched her, you didn't stop her from hitting on him for 30 seconds. But as soon as he defended himself, you jump out of nowhere. So I say this to say, what option was he supposed to run? He supposed to turn around and run down the block?
But she gonna chase him.
Like I said, that's his only option. And if he just take off running down the middle of the block, people gonna look at him like, what's wrong with him? Like there's no right answer for a man in any of these situations.
No
matter what happens.
Like many other videos, she'd get the car and try to run him over. I've seen it.
He either gonna take the physical abuse or take the emotional abuse of having his manhood stricken from him, because he doesn't even have the right to defend himself. When there's a situation where it's a man versus a woman, a man does not even have the right to defend himself.
And by defend, like you just said, blocking, holding.
Right.
That's defend. We ain't even talking about beating them down.
Right. Well, I think I saw a video once. It was I think the kid was a football player or whatever. The woman literally hit him in his private area. She tried to punch him in his private area, and he reached up and slapped her. And they took his scholarship. I don't understand. If you attacking me and I'm trying to get you off me, you might catch whatever you catch.
Oh, I know it. It might be to the bread box. Like Bernie Mac say, hit him in the bread box.
It might not even have been intentional. It might have just been a
reflex.
A reflex reaction. Somebody try to hit you in your private area. Hey, listen. It hurt. I'm going to defend myself.
But it's nothing you can do. And I wonder, is it that, well, you know what? I'll say this. With all the issues we deal with in the world, there's no one cause to any of them. No. It's a bunch of different things at varying degrees. And I do think one of them is the fact that, we taught that girls are sugar, spice, everything nice. And we've also taught to protect, and everybody is a queen. But I do think also the fact that some of them don't view men as human. They don't view boys as human. It's easier to abuse something that you don't think is human.
I think they do. I think a lot of people, women in general, do view men as lesser than. Maybe still human, but a lesser class. Which takes back to one of the points I made before, that the biggest issue women have in relationships is they go into relationships thinking men are dumb.
Yeah.
And then when things happen, they can't believe it happened. Because, well, you can't believe it happened because you thought the person you were dealing with was less than you.
Exactly.
And now you done got, now you done got your feelings hurt because you realized you was dealing with a whole person out here who could think and reason and move and all that kind of stuff. And now you look stupid because you thought he was stupid. Yeah, if you came into it thinking that person was of equal intelligence to you, you probably would have got a different result because you would have acted accordingly.
And that's the thing. We are just not, they think we're not smart because, okay, first thing they'll say is that, we are enrolled, most educated, most this, and we've debunked all of that over time.
Yeah.
But it's like what I said, the emperor has no clothes the other day. You think your outfit's stunting and all of that, but you really naked.
Yep.
Let's
go and finish this young man off.
Man, this is the part that's near and dear to me.
Yep.
It is. And this is why I'm doing a lot of stuff, but here you go.
Suicide. From 15 to 24, the leading cause of death is suicide. What I'm trying to see is how many people getting poisoned. How is that the fourth cause? Like, how are y'all getting poisoned out here? How does that happen? Like, imagine you eating some good food and then, oh no, they got me. Sorry, my ADHD took over. What I'm trying to say is, honestly, nobody cares about men's emotions or feelings. Not even most men. Like, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
So to me, that's suspicious. So right now you're detaining.
Yeah. Hold on, me pause. That was the end of the video.
Yeah.
But what I got going on? Hold on.
Your mic
I should be back now. Yeah. So what he said was right, man. I want to talk about two things real quick, man. The suicide rate and the poisoning thing. Watch this. Man, he is right. And you know me, man. I'm all about these charts and stuff, man. Right. I'm all about it. Man, look at this. I did this before. Right here. This is from the what is this? It's a government agency. National what's the name of this thing? National Institute of Mental Health.
Yeah.
Right? And what it is, if you look right here, leading causes. Now you got unintentional injury, right? That's at car accidents, things like that. But number 2, among everybody from 35 and younger is suicide.
Yep.
Then it's still high. It's number 4 right here from 35 to 44. I mean, and it drops, but it's still a problem. And this is with men. When you look at women, when you change the thing to women, it changes. Everything flips. So the question is, why do these men want to commit suicide?
Lack of value. It's real simple. Men need to feel valuable, need to feel needed, need to feel useful, and largely in society, need to feel like they matter. And a lot of men are made to feel like they don't matter. It's real simple. If you're not a quote unquote provider male, society lets you know real quick we don't have a lot of use for you.
I also believe that they want to sign themselves out of the game of life, because they feel like they have no chances of winning it.
Yeah, they don't feel like they have no, they don't matter. It's easy, when you don't feel like you matter. Okay, you just said earlier they don't treat men like, you don't think they think men are human, or they think men are less human.
Mm-hmm.
So if they believe that, it is not unreasonable to think that some men would buy into that as well.
That's right.
And believe they may be less than human, or a lesser being, or a lesser thing. And if you already think you're lesser than, and you don't think your suicide, your life really matters. I take it back to the simple one to make it simple for everybody. If you're in a relationship with someone, and you don't think that person really care about you, it's easy to cheat.
Okay.
If you're in a relationship with somebody and you don't think the other person really cares about you, or you aren't that important, they really want to be with somebody else, it's easy to walk away. It's easy to get out of something you don't think nobody else cares about you being in. That's my point. But whatever
Okay.
you're in, whatever you're a part of, you can be at a job. You don't think they like you at the job, you'll leave. They don't
Yeah,
care
that's
about you
true.
at the
You ain't
job.
gonna
Get
work
out
as
of
hard.
here. Because they don't care about you. The job don't care about you at all. The more people are invested or think you're invested in them, generally speaking, the more they're invested in you. So if they don't believe if they don't believe life is invested in them, why are they going to invest in life?
You're right. And and that's why I started doing what I was doing. I think this come from that too. Learning about the suicide rate and seeing what was happening with our young people. Because and this is the thing that really hit me. I was teaching elementary school, and they said they brought in the speakers, they brought in all of these things, and all the people talked about is that girls commit suicide.
Mm-hmm.
That's all they talked about. Whereas a greater percentage of boys commit suicide. And then I got to seeing the thing where they say girls are cool, girls are better, girls, and they put posters up around the schools. So they're constantly telling you that you're nothing from a boy.
They try to sell this thing about making sure we help boost women's self-esteem. And I think we've done a great job over the past, 20 or 30 years of doing just that, of helping boost women's self-esteem. But we have done it at the cost of men's self-esteem, as if it wasn't important. Because there was never really a movement for men's self-esteem. The world was just what the world was. And they felt like they needed to address women, exclusively. But I think in that process, because there was never anything for the self-esteem of boys, and now there is a mechanism for the self-esteem of girls, the boys' self-esteem has now gotten left behind.
Yeah, I think that what people have done is that, well, when you look at society, they say that grown men are here and that women are here. So they did think, okay, these women need to be brought up. So how are we going to do that? We're going to work with them, and we're going to bring the girls up so they can meet this level too. But what they've neglected to say is that in the formative years, girls and boys are at the same level.
Right.
So now you boosting the girls, but the boys don't move.
Exactly.
And they're putting where the grown men are on the boys and say, oh, they'll be okay.
Right. And that's not working.
But they're not okay. And this is the thing that really, it makes me angry. And that's why I'm doing this stuff, because I see it. I see this is dangerous, and nobody cares about these boys. And they're in schools 8 hours a day being told that they are no good. They're nothing. They're dumb. They're this and that.
Now, you know what I do wonder?
It's a losing battle.
I wonder if in the more affluent areas, is that still the same thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is. And I'm saying that as a person who worked in a charter school with affluent people.
Right.
I've spoken to them. I've taught their kids for several years.
Right.
It's no different.
Okay.
It is no different. It's exactly the same. As a
let me
matter of
ask you
fact, it's worse. It's worse there.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, let me ask you this.
It's worse.
As a teacher, and you educated, and you've spoken to parents here, is there a difference in how these things are communicated to female parents or women, mothers, than it is to fathers?
Rephrase the question.
When you find yourself speaking to mothers and fathers,
Okay.
do you see a difference in the reaction to the things you're saying between mothers and fathers, and then the requests being made between mothers and fathers as far as how to deal with the boys?
Okay. Well, yes. Yes. Boys, when you call a parent, they want to ground the boy into dust. I mean, they say be hard on them. You can whip them. You got my permission to whip them. All of that I've heard over the years. But when you talk to them about their girls, the conversation has a different tone altogether. So one, you get the parent, and if you most of the time you call mama, they do that. So they call the mama, and the mama gonna turn around, flip, and blame it on you or the school. This is, I've had this happen. They'll do that first. Now, not all of them, but the most troublesome ones, they do that. And then it's everybody else's fault. So it's always a way to make it seem like they don't have to take the personal responsibility. And then the ones that do, the approach is softer. Hey, let's work with them. Let's give her something else to do. Let her go and volunteer and help the kindergarteners, and she can read to them. You just had a girl who's been sitting there beating on these boys with violent, causing strife and everything. Matter of fact, yesterday I broke up a fight with 2 girls.
Yeah.
And it just spiraled out of control. So now you're going to send them to go sit with these 6-year-old kids and read them a book. But they never send the boys to do that. Boys got to go to in-school suspension and sit there in the cold room. It happens, man.
So what you're saying is the double standards that we experience as men are also being experienced by the boys in the school. When in the school in the formative years, boys and girls are pretty much on the same level.
They're not on the same level. They're not. And what I'm seeing is that I think it's subconscious actions. You have to knowingly know that you're going to be biased and try to check it to make sure that you doing it. And I don't think enough people do that.
Yeah, so I mean that whole dynamic, it's a weird spot that you're in. Like I can understand how a lot of days, you find yourself in a troublesome spot because at least here in Chatham County, it's a largely female staff, the teachers, the administrators, the librarian, it's largely women. So they're gonna just by the default of that gonna promote things to women because that's the you do for
you see something that's like you,
right?
And it's like you automatically have that connection. You know what it's like.
Well, you know what works too.
But
then with the boys, you don't have that same understanding. And then if you're not going to men and asking men, hey, how do we get through to these boys in this situation where it's just not enough men in the atmosphere making decisions, even though boys make up. I do it just like we do with sports. How is it only 20% of the coaches are black and it's 70% of the players? Same thing. How is it only 5 or 10% of the staff at these schools are men and it's 48-50% boys?
Exactly.
So clearly something's getting lost.
Oh, okay. You know what? One thing I forgot to talk about. We talked about the poisoning.
Yeah.
Now, he said, how do people die of poison? Well, let me tell you how they die of poison. Number one, I think that in our community, the black community, we've joked about things so much through the generations, it transformed from not being a joke to being an action.
Right.
So they joke about it. Oh yeah, I just put some so-and-so in to feed him his spaghetti or something like that. Between that and then the growth of people getting into witchcraft, all of that stuff, they putting blood in spaghetti and all kinds of stuff. That's how I think these people dying of poisoning, because they are being poisoned and don't know it. Matter of fact, man, I remember when I was a teenager, I never forgot this. I was dating this girl. I dated her for like 4 or 5 years. I never jumped around. I just kind of got one person and this kind of been there for a long time. So every time I went to their house, mama would always be cooking. And she got mad at me because I never eat over their house. Because my daddy always said, eat before you leave the house. Don't go over people's house hungry.
Right. Yeah. Same thing. I was
understand it. But she got upset because I wouldn't eat her food.
Right.
And, I think they was into them roots and stuff like that. So, you know what I'm saying? While you playing, that stuff be real, man. That's a whole nother.
Especially down south, they ain't playing.
Look, even if you're a Christian, the Bible talk about witchcraft and all that stuff.
Yep.
And if you believe in the Bible, they talk about that, then you got to say that's true too. I mean, it's just what it is.
Oh, they definitely doing it out here. So
that's what poison it is.
I think on this topic of this video, and then just the
Yeah.
overall how men's emotions don't get taken serious. I think I overall agree.
Yeah.
I think it's weird that the woman would say that men are quote unquote excited about the whole Johnny Depp Amber Heard situation, where I think men are just more of like the other lady said, fed up. Like, all right, finally,
Yeah.
the other side of the story is coming out, because it's been so many years where it's basically been ignored. And I think we can definitely learn a lot from the situation. Is just basically listen to both sides of this situation.
And I think that most men are not celebrating because somebody, a female or a woman, is going down.
No.
What I do truly believe is that we want things just to be fair.
That's it.
We always acknowledge that it's bad men out there. We also want it to be acknowledged that it's bad women.
The women out there. That's it.
And it's good women and it's good men. I got one. She right over there in the other room.
Exactly.
You got one because she probably
She right over there in
too.
the other room. Exactly my point. But let's get into it. Doc, we ready for that lightning round?
Woo! Let's go.
Let's get into it. Get the folks what they came for.
Man, look, you ready to go. All right, man. So the lightning round. If y'all don't know about the lightning round, we cover so many topics that's just heavy and things that's just, it'll bring you down. But guess what we do over here? We also try to motivate and inspire. So
That's
in
right.
the lightning round, this is what we have. I got 6 topics. And just like the freestyle rappers do, they get a nice beat. And you heard I got some beats up here. I'm going to play the beat. We're going to pick a number. And it's going to be a random topic. We just got to come off the dome with it. So you don't know what you're going to get. And to make it fair, since I have all the topics, Jason the Lion get to pick the numbers for me and himself. So, we love this part. This is my favorite part of the show. So, Jay, give me a number, bruh.
I'm going to start high today, man. We going number 6. Just like them 76ers got eliminated in game 6 by the Heat. What Jimmy Butler say? Tobias Harris over me? Let's go, baby. Let's go number 6, man.
Number 6. All right, man. So let me put my little, this is it. How to motivate yourself.
Oh, man.
Now, I'm going to have to put the shot clock on. Matter of fact, you can't have this beat because I like this one. You got to get this one.
How to motivate yourself. Okay, how do I motivate me? Okay.
Here's the rules. You get 2.5 minutes, and then I hit the buzzer.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to let you know when the clock start. Matter of fact, I'm going to let you feel the beat for a little bit, then I'm going to start the clock.
Okay, do that.
All right, let's go.
I can't hear nothing.
Oh, no, this is unacceptable.
Yeah, I don't hear nothing.
Hold on. This is unacceptable, man, because I can hear it over here.
I don't hear nothing,
Hold
sir.
on. Technical difficulties, y'all. Let me get it right. Let me, surprise. Hold on now. Let me turn that up. You hear it? What about now? You hear it?
Nope, nothing.
No, this ain't gonna do. This ain't gonna do.
We
All
can't
right,
hear it. We don't
Jamel
hear
said he
nothing.
can't hear it. I got another way. Just give me 1 second. You can think on how to motivate yourself now. You go ahead and be thinking on that.
I think I got it. I got it. Little how. Okay. Am I telling people how to motivate themselves, or I'm telling people how I motivate myself?
Hey, it's up to you.
I might.
It's up to you. Hold on. It is up to you, brother. Man, I set this thing up, and I tell you no lie, man. I wasn't right, man. I wasn't right. But I got the playlist right here. I got another way to do it. We're gonna do it.
We had it right last time.
I know, man. You know, I've been doing stuff this morning, bro. So I've been all out of sorts. But that's where I got it now. We're gonna share the screen, and we're gonna share our system audio. There we go. Let me add this to this. So we got that, right? And then we're gonna come back here. Can you hear that?
Yeah. I got the reverb.
Really?
Yeah. That's
All
like
right,
it was the first time.
Oh, we ain't doing that. That's unacceptable. All right. What about now? Still reverbing?
Here we go. Yeah, it's still coming back. Feedback.
All right, hold on. Plan B. We're not gonna let this go down, y'all. It's happening. It is gonna happen.
I just muted my screen. I don't have the reverb. Do you have reverb? But see, my screen is muted on my side. I can't hear whatever you playing.
Okay. All right.
Now when I unmute the screen, now I got reverb.
We're not letting this go down. Hold on. Let me share something different here. Share my screen. Stuff always changing, man. I swear. Hold on. Share system audio. Technical difficulties, y'all. You hear that?
How about it? Yeah, it's still coming back.
Yeah, we can't do this. All right. Hold on. I'm gonna mute myself and ask me, do you hear it?
I don't hear nothing.
No, because I'm muted. Sad, man. It's a sad day. It's a sad day because we can't figure this thing out.
Well, we had it good the last time.
Man, I know, bro. Hey, out there, y'all be patient with me for just a second because we're going to get this because this going down. And then he getting extra time to think.
Hey. You said we was ready.
I sure did, man. I messed this thing up big time.
Okay, was it double talking when I was talking when you were playing? Did you hear? You couldn't hear. So it's just me. I'm the only one hearing the reverb.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here we go. Okay, nothing there. I'm fine. No back talk now.
Oh, okay. We just had to redo it then.
Okay. I'm not getting no reverb, but I don't hear no music either.
You don't hear nothing?
I don't hear no music. Jamel say he hear it, but I don't hear any music on my side. Before I could hear the music and everything.
Okay. Let me change how I share it because we got to do this.
How do you do it when we playing the intro?
Oh, I have it. I add the video to it. Here, let me do it when. All right, hold on. This might work. What about now? You hear anything?
I don't hear no music.
We gonna get this. Doggone it. I'm gonna try one more time. We gonna share, and I'm just gonna do not a video file. I need to share. Share the window, share the entire screen. And let me throw this over here. Just a second, y'all. Just a second. What about now?
What about now? Yeah, I'm still getting over here. It's closer though. Not bad. Let me turn my volume down.
Because I don't hear any reverb.
How about it now?
Yeah, I never heard anything. Yeah. I mean, everything sounds straight over here.
It's on my side. That's something I gotta turn. Oh, I don't even have the headphones. Somewhere gone. But you know what? I'm gonna try to do it. Y'all not hearing it. We good.
Nope. All right then. I tell you what. Let me go ahead and put the stop clock up here. I'm gonna flip you over.
Jamel, you can hear the reverb, Jamel.
No, he ain't say nothing yet. All right, man. Well, let's ride with it and see what happens.
All right.
So that's gonna be what you get, right? When I hit the stop clock, you gotta go. Go ahead. How to motivate yourself.
Yeah, hey, look, motivating yourself. That's what really is going in motivating yourself. I can't motivate you. God can't motivate you. You have to motivate. I can inspire. We can inspire. We can give you a little something. But you have to motivate yourself. You gotta be willing to get up, look in the mirror, and say, "This is what I need to do. I'm gonna do whatever it is to get this done." Stop playing with you. Stop joking. Stop be intentional. Go out here and make things happen. Push yourself. Listen. Me personally, what I hear in the back of my head is old rocky stuff. Oh, the reverb is bad. This ain't reverb.
Oh, man. I'm gonna remove it. You know what? Now you're seeing me, my OBS behind the scenes here. Oh no. All right then, man. Because I mean, they getting it on that end, and we got down the first one, but then on the second one, we didn't get it, and I did the same thing.
Right. And the second time, we didn't have no reverb.
Oh. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm lost. Because everything having reverb, you know. All of it. Let me close some of my windows here. And let's try it one more time. We gotta give it one more shot, man. And if we can't get the one more shot, then I guess we're gonna have to postpone it till next time.
You say no reverb when we just talking. So it's whenever you open that other screen is when we had a reverb issue.
Yeah, now he said the music is cool, but it's extra. But the reason why we always do that when you're speaking, it kind of sets your tone, stuff like that. Kind of get you into the groove. But you know what? You want to do it without it?
I mean, I don't care. I do it all the time. I make it happen. Music, no music. I can speak about anything. Right, I'm a talker. I'm talented, baby.
All right, then. So we're gonna eliminate number 6. Pick another number.
All right, let's go to the other end of the spectrum. Let's go number 1. Numero uno.
All right, number 1. There you go. Don't give up. Now.
Oh man.
So I'm gonna hit the shot clock here. Let me know when you're ready. All right.
Don't give up. Listen. It's gonna come. You're gonna be sitting there. It's gonna be in your head. You're gonna want to quit. It's gonna get hard. You're gonna get tired, sweating. You're frustrated. You're not reaching that goal in the time you thought you was gonna reach it. But do not quit. Do not give up. Don't give up. All you have to gain from giving up is what you already had. You only have to gain if you keep moving forward. You keep progressing forward. You keep trying to make changes in your life for the better. All that quitting, oh, I can't, oh, I'm tired. Don't cry to quit. You already hurt. You're already in pain. Get a reward from it. That's my boy E.T. Eric Thomas said that right there. But it's so true. Listen, if you already, you're already up this morning. You're already at work. Finish the day. Finish strong. You done the hardest part is out of the way. Getting started is 90% of it. Just keep going. Keep pushing through. Don't get to 95% complete and quit when all it took was one more turn. One more turn and you would have been good to go. Stop lying to yourself. Stop lying to yourself, telling you, oh, I can't do it. It's so far away. It's right there. You don't want to make that one more effort. What if it's 5 more efforts? What if it's 5 more? What if it was 15 things you had to do and you done did 10 and you're like, oh, I can't do the other 5. You done did 10. You done did 2/3. Now you're going to quit? Don't give up, man. Don't give in. Don't quit. Because it's always right on the other side of that the hardest struggle is the breakthrough. Now, you might have to give up some people. You might have to give up some comforts. You may have to give up some free time and some sleep. But give up on the goal? No, man, you know what? Do give up. Give up wasting time. You know what I'm saying? Give up quitting. Give up losing. Give up the same you are today for the better you can be tomorrow. This is what I got to say on the topic. Don't quit, push, move forward. Jay Sims, the Lion, I'm out. With a second to spare, Doc. That's how I do it.
Oh man. Hey, I like the end of that. Do give up.
Do give up.
But you got to give up some other stuff.
Yeah. Be careful. Pick the right stuff. You can give up some stuff, but pick the right one.
Oh man. All right. Let me go ahead and get in this thing right here. Let me get in this thing.
I like that there.
Oh, hold on. Yep, normalize not punking out. There you go. That's the thing, man. All too often, people give up because they feel like I've been doing this a long time. But stop thinking that time is your enemy. Time is your friend. Because if it takes you a long time, that means it's still cooking. You never take a cake out the oven before it's done.
Quit wanting stuff to be easy. Please stop
all the
wanting
time.
Stop wanting stuff to be easy, people.
Ain't supposed to be. Ain't
If it was
supposed to
easy,
be.
everybody would do it.
Don't
If it was easy, we'd all have 6 packs.
Hey,
If it was easy,
okay.
we'd all be millionaires. It's not easy. Stop waiting on easy. Go ahead. That's a whole another video. Go ahead.
All right, give me a number.
Let's go 4. Cuatro.
Oh, boy. Oh, you're going to like this one. The importance of self-improvement.
Oh, here we go.
All right, let's get it. All right. One aspect of life that is of utmost importance is that of self-improvement. All too often, we look out and see how we can make the world better. We go out and we clean up our community. We try to be examples to other people. We do many things for the benefit of others. That's the benevolent nature of most people. But just like when the airline stewardess say that in case of an emergency, when the oxygen mask fall down, you know who has to get the oxygen mask first? That's you. And all too often, we never put on our oxygen mask first. Now, let's talk more about what self-improvement is and what it's not. Self-improvement is the actions that you take to improve the self, the way you think, the way you look, the way you act, how you view the world, your mindset. But what is self-improvement not? Self-improvement is not going out and buying new clothes, buying a car, or flashing money on social media so you can seem like you're rich. But why is self-improvement so important? Well, most people, men in particular, that's who I'm talking to. We have families, we have people that's watching us. You are a role model to people you don't even know are watching you. And like I tell my son, any place you go, try to make it better than what it was before you came. And it's easy to do that because you can change the tone of an environment by your new self-improved self. You gain a new way to think, a new way to look at the world. And once you do that, you can see where you fit and how you can adjust things. You can see how you can go in and be a different, better version of you. You can change the world one person at a time. And who's the one person that you need to change? Look in the mirror and you can find out.
There it is. There it is. Up first.
Oh, man, that was a good one. But I'm telling you what, boy, people don't understand when you get these topics, because I wrote the topics, but it's tough.
Oh, yeah.
To come off rip.
Off the top of the dome is for 2.5 long now.
I know.
That's a whole all-star cheerleading routine, competition routine, 2.5 minutes, man. I know because my daughter was in it. That's the whole routine. Them girls practice for months for them 2.5 minutes. You asking me to go off the dome, it ain't that simple.
Ain't no practice.
No practice. I don't even know the topics. I got the time to get up on the screen till I start talking. That's all I got to give y'all. 2.5 minutes. I want y'all to appreciate this out here. It's not easy.
All right, man. So you got 2, you got 3, And you got 5.
Give me 5.
Dang, that's a good one.
How to win in life.
All right. You ready?
Go ahead.
All right, let's go. Go ahead.
Are you winning right now? If you aren't winning right now, stop. Do something different. How you win in life? You got to keep playing first of all. First of all, you can't quit. You got to keep playing. You can't win if you don't play. Now, some folks out here checked out. They done threw in the towel. They just like, whatever, I'm going to take whatever life give me. We ain't that over here. We doing things intentional. So with that being said, how you win life, the first thing is keep playing. The second thing is be intentional about how you play. The third thing is figure out what winning is to you. Because my definition of winning may not be your definition of winning. That doesn't make my winning and your winning any less in either one's. My definition of winning might just be, I want a 4-bedroom, 3-bath house. Me and my kids and me and my lady, we can be comfortable and live. Your definition of winning might be, man, I want a 5,000 square foot mansion, 6,000 square foot mansion on the lake, 2 and 3 boats, whatever. Guess what? That's what you want. How you want to win? Go get it, brother. I respect it to 100%, but you have to define what winning is for you in life. So first, keep fighting, keep playing. Second, be intentional. Third, define. And fourth, be humble. After you get wherever it is you're trying to go, it's nothing bad about saying, hey, man, I worked hard and I got where I'm trying to go. But be humble. You don't got to throw it in nobody's face. You don't have to be braggadocious. You don't have to act like you're the only one in the world, you're the best in the world. You can just be you and enjoy your winnings. And then the last part of winning in life, the most important one, if you're humble, it makes it real easy to do this last part. Help somebody else. Your success is wonderful. Your success is great, and I want you to enjoy it and bask in it. But don't forget to go back and help somebody else. It's cool that you're a millionaire, but how many millionaires can you make? How many others can you pull up to your level? How many other folks out of your community, your neighborhood, your side of town, your school, your college, your job, people that have been a part of your life, can you help get to the winning as well? That's how you win in life. Like not only for yourself, but for those around you.
Oh, that was good, bro. That was good. You know what? But we often, man, we forget to help other people.
Yeah, that's a part of it.
We got to help other people.
What's the point of getting to a high level if you're not going to reach back around and help somebody out? Mm-hmm. To me, that's the ultimate win. You really made it. When you're successful, it's cool. But when you can help others, when you're successful enough that you can help others reach a level of success, to me, that's really winning. Because that's my goal is not for me to do well, but for me to make sure my children do well, my nieces and nephews do well, my little cousins do well, people I love and care about do well. That's winning.
And you know what, man? You win. I mean, just us having these conversations, that's winning.
Yeah.
You know, being able to engage in discourse with somebody else is winning.
Yeah.
I always say people had to redefine what winning is, and all too often we told winning is, you know, getting a good job and doing all this stuff.
Like I said, you have to define what winning is to you. We all have different ideas of what we think winning is, but once you define it, you still got to be intentional about it.
That's true.
You know, you can't just say, oh, I want that, and then think it's just going to land in your lap. Huh. We done all tried that. Most of us ain't made it.
It don't work. It don't work.
It ain't work.
It don't work.
Yeah, even to hit the lottery, you got to play.
Oh, man. I always told that story, man, when I'm doing the sermons in church. I'm like, you praying for all this stuff, you think it's going to fall in your lap. You say, oh, God, I need a job. I need a job. So you just sit in the house and wait for the job to come.
No, you got to go apply.
Fill out an application. You got to do something.
You got to do something. You got to do something. All right, Doc, you ready?
Man. All right, man. This is the last one.
What you got? All 2 and 3 left?
Yeah, actually, 2 and 3. All right, give me one.
Give me number 2. Dose. Give me number 2.
Ooh. Okay.
I put that pressure on you. Oh.
The importance of a positive mindset.
That's a good one.
All right. All right, hold on. Let me put the time on. And when I put the time on, I'm going to go. Okay. The importance of a positive mindset. There is certain things within our physiology that we need in order to be successful, in order to make a crater in the world. Not just an impact, but a crater, something that is left over and may fill with water to create a lake. So the crater you're going to make in your life, the lake you're going to make in your life is that positive mindset. Now, this is how you do it. There's a thing called positive self-talk. Positive self-talk. Now, people say that's called manifesting and things like that. But what I'm telling you today is that you must talk positively to yourself. How can I believe in you if you don't believe in you? Mm-hmm. That's the most important thing. You have to believe in yourself. So don't wait for other people to do it, because when you believe in yourself, when you believe you can do anything, then giving up and quitting becomes more difficult. It changes from I'm stopping and quitting because it's hard to I'm just making a strategic retreat, or I'm changing directions, but you're still moving toward a positive goal. Mm-hmm. The positive mindset is something that infiltrates your life, and what goes in your body will come out of your body. And when it comes out, it spreads to other people. Now, that positive mindset is the keys for you to drive anywhere you want to go. Mm-hmm. That's how you get there, with a positive mindset. Because without the positive mindset, you're wandering across the nation with no map.
Right.
You're lost. You're just floating. You're a piece of flotsam and jetsam in the water, and just going by through the course of the wind and the tides. You're just going through life. The positive mindset what gives you the rudder. It gives you the sails. It gives you the force to push you forward. And that's why it's important, because it's difficult to sustain these things without some internal motivation. You can't keep going if you're not motivated. And a motivation is what causes movement. And that's what a positive mindset does.
There it is. Got to get your mind right.
Yeah, man.
Keep it right. The hard part is keeping it right.
Man, that's it. That's it. And that's why we're doing stuff like this. We got to keep on going. We got to keep giving ourselves these positive things, positive self-talk. Stop telling yourself that you sorry, you lazy. You know what? People say it all the time. Man, I ain't nobody. They mix up being humble versus self-deprecating behavior.
Yep.
You can say I'm somebody. I'm good at this.
Yeah,
you can say that.
It's all right. It's definitely different between stating facts and bragging. Mm-hmm. If you're good at something, you're good at it. Matter of fact, it's certain jobs. I don't want you to do it for me if you don't think you're good at it. If you're a doctor, if you don't think you're a great doctor, I don't want you.
Hey.
if you don't think you're the best pilot in the world, don't fly my plane.
Okay.
I want you to have that attitude. But I'm about to fly the hell out of this plane when I get on here. That's what I want when I'm on the plane. Cause I need you. I need your top performance. I don't need to get on it like Denzel in flight, high and out your mind. I need you ready.
You got to get ready to get it. I'm telling you, man, that's how I go. You got to believe in yourself. Like I always tell people that. How can I believe in you if you don't believe in you?
Yeah.
You have to be your own cheerleader at first.
And that starts with a positive mindset about yourself and about your outlook on life.
You said at least think you're great. See, that's what I'm saying. You got to, man.
I need you to come on, man. Listen, I want you to, if you're gonna be police, I want you to go out here and police the hell out of this shit properly.
Man, okay.
Properly.
But see, you know what? We've been taught and we have confused humbleness and pride and arrogance. We've confused all of those things. Mm-hmm. and they don't mean the same thing.
Nope.
You got to believe in yourself, man, because I mean, I think there's studies, and I remember reading them, and I can't call them off the top of my head, but when you have that positive belief of self, you can achieve greater things. If you think you down, you're just gonna be down all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So,
absolutely. And I think that mindset is so important because there's going to be times when you're going to want to quit. There's going to be times when you're going to feel like it's not working. There's going to be times when it's just going to be a struggle and you're going to be tired and all that kind of stuff. And if you don't have that positive mindset, it is going to be impossible to push through that kind of stuff. Because it is easier to quit.
Mm-hmm.
It's easier. There's no question about it. It's easier to say, "Oh well." That's easy.
Yeah, you get okay with the negative parts of it. Oh, I ain't want that anyway.
Yeah, you start giving yourself excuses.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is it? Well, you know that degree ain't gonna make that big a difference in my life. You know.
But it do. And I'm gonna tell you what, man. Right now, I'm tired. Like, I've been in school for the past 7 years. Straight 7. And I'm at the tail end and I'm tired, man. I don't be wanting to write.
You almost there, Doc. Just finish it up, baby. You almost there. You at the last. You at the end of the end.
Yeah.
You at the end of the end now. You ain't in the fourth quarter. You in the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter. Clutch.
And
you in the clutch right now, Doc.
But
and the clutch
tired,
is
man.
what separate good from great.
Got to keep on pushing.
Yeah.
But you know what? Like I said earlier, people watching you.
Yeah.
And not everybody is looking at you to fail. Some of them looking at you for inspiration, and they cheering you on.
Yep.
Just because they don't call you every other day and patting you on the back and saying, "Man, you're doing a good job, bro." They're watching.
They watching.
Everybody looking for that support. Oh, that's a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother thing.
Know, it's that's why platforms like this is so important. I think it's such a great thing that we do when we bring other guys on and talk about the things they're doing. Because if one person sees that and says, "Man, you know what?" Like with Coach Reese, somebody else sees that and say, "Man, you know what? I can build my own program, not necessarily a sports program, but just a program period about whatever." Because Coach Reese did it. You know, I can build my crypto because, you know, they doing crypto. Them boys doing crypto. I can do it too. It's something empowering about seeing somebody that look just like you do something.
But you know what was the most impactful episode we did?
What's that?
Talking to Frank.
Yep.
Talking to Frank. Frank is he's living with multiple sclerosis. Yep. And he talked about like everything to do with it. Man, that was strong.
Yeah. And he's still living. He ain't just alive, he's living.
Yes.
And I think that's important. And that's one look, if he can still be living with that, you can still be living too.
That's right.
So, you know, with all that being said, I thank y'all for joining us, for coming in on this Saturday. I hope y'all enjoyed the lightning round. I hope y'all enjoyed the conversation. You got anything you want to say, like, comment, share, please. You want to let us know how we're doing. Put all that in there. Of course, jump on the YouTube page. Join the YouTube. We're going to have exclusive content over there on YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube. Follow us on Facebook and and on YouTube, man. This is the Book of Man Saturday Talk. We'll be back Thursday night. Hopefully, I won't work another 13 hours and I can be on. We'll be back Saturday night for the book study. We're getting down to the nitty gritty now. We're in the last third of the book.
Yes, sir.
We're getting down to it. So come on, jump on in with us. Anything you want to close with, Doc?
You know what? It's not over. It's so much negative things we hear in the world, and it'll make you angry when you hear it. You know, stuff against men, stuff against women. And we have to choose not to live in that world.
Yeah.
We have to choose to observe it because it will affect your everyday comings and goings. So choose to lead a positive life. Choose to find the silver lining in every cloud. Choose to be better, do better, and also see better.
There you go. All right. Thank y'all for joining us. One love to my cousin Antoine. Love you, big cuz. We out.
Peace.